All right, we here on the west side of Chicago with Michael Juice Thompson. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Look him up on YouTube. Look his stats up. The man has started every game at Northwestern the last 4 years. Correct me if I'm wrong. Led the team in minutes. Highly touted coming out of Chicago. I think he was like ranked 13th or something like that. The man knows his stats. He knows his stats. But first, I just want to start off with how you get the name Juice. I'm trying to get a nickname.
The nickname Juice originated in 7th grade at Loyola Park, where I started playing basketball. At the time, everyone had a saying for when they would shoot a jump shot. And I would say Juice. And when everyone asked why, I said my jump shot was 100% pure. That day I made maybe 24 out of 27 threes while we were playing games. Since then, the names just stuck with me. And people
24 out of 27? That's a high percentage.
Yeah.
So they still call you Juice to this day?
They call me Juice more than they call me Michael.
So that means you must be living up to the hype.
Oh yeah, I'm living up to it, but I still have a lot more work to put in. Have to get better.
Okay. In the sports arena, well, at least in the Big Ten, Northwestern is traditionally known as like an academic school. And being that you were so highly recruited coming out of high school, and you had options to go like Oklahoma State, Dayton, and other schools, what made you decide to go to Northwestern?
I chose Northwestern due to the proximity of it, 10 minutes away from where I grew up in Rogers Park. I understood what a degree from Northwestern meant. I know it can open up a lot of doors for me once basketball ends, or if basketball just comes to an end right now, or if I play for 10 to 15 years, however long it is. But just Northwestern being one of the top academic institutions in the country, being able to play on national television night in, night out, in a powerful conference like it is. I was able to come in, as you mentioned earlier, and start since my freshman year. All those things stood out to me, and I just wanted to be able to play in front of my family and friends.
What was that like when you come into a program like Northwestern? You're in a Big Ten school, and then your coach is like, "Yeah, you start. You the future of the whole school for the next 4 whatever years."
It's a humbling experience. Just hearing that from your coach. You can just look at it and say, okay, I don't have to work hard. It's something that's given to me. But I think from the hard work I put in high school and just what I showed him, my first few weeks on campus, I think I earned it and I worked hard. And that just gave me more motivation to work harder and become a better player. So that with him letting me run the team, run the offense, that he can keep me on the floor and never take me out like he did.
And you had a good freshman year too. It wasn't like you was putting up freshman numbers. I think you had average 12 points a game or something like that.
Yeah, I had a solid freshman year, but my overall record was 8-22, so
yeah,
it's not a good thing. So definitely have to improve.
So we talked a little bit about the sports side. What about the academic side? What was that like at Northwestern, being a student athlete and trying to balance too?
It was tough. It was a tough transition, balancing academics and athletics. Especially as a freshman. You have to get used to adjusting to high school level work and then college level work. But with the help and support of my coaches, staff, players that are there before me, the upperclassmen, the seniors, and especially the academic advisors. They make things so easy for you, help you balance out things, tell you when things to do, how to do things, and when to do things. That just made it easy. But definitely I was challenged academically, and just me prioritizing things, and just learning that at a young age to make sure I do my homework and other things before I go on and do extracurricular activities with my friends. That helped me out a lot in college.
Okay. And that's good. You're exactly right. Just being able to have that balance. Next thing I want to talk about is obstacles that you might face. I know that, being that you're a player, a basketball player, you're not as tall as like a traditional NBA-sized player. How do you deal with, I guess, haters or people saying you can't do this because of your height, or you too slow, or whatever? How do you use that as motivation?
That's the main thing that's motivated me to work harder. Things like that. Basically, you want to let that go in one ear and out of the other. But with me, I just keep that in the back of my mind. Every time I'm in the gym or in the weight room, that's just making me go that much harder. People were saying out of high school, I'm too slow, I can't dribble, I can't do this and that, I'm too small to play at Northwestern in the Big Ten. That just made me work harder. And I feel as though I was able to prove some of the critics wrong and do the things that I did. Now people saying I can't play in the NBA or professionally overseas, and I put myself in a pretty good position to play professionally.
Okay, great. I'm getting a sign that we got to wrap up. We just played the game of knockout. He hit like 10 straight threes. Miami, I need a point guard. I'm saying, Chalmers he's cool, baby. He's on his way out. This is my man right here. 15 years, where do you see yourself?
15 years, I see myself coaching at the collegiate level.
Okay.
Hopefully it's back at Northwestern University.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me.